Hello, guys. How are you?
Hello.
Nice to see you guys. How are you doing?
Hello, teacher.
Hello, man.
I'm back.
That's amazing. Yeah, of course, it has been a while since
Yes.
Bayram. I haven't conducted any kind of Zoom meetings, but and of course the weather is disturbingly hot these days. And I said, no problem. Let's just try that again.
Yeah.
And have the conversation.
Good to see you again.
Likewise, good to see you too. And of course, Ms. I cannot read your name, Yanili. Yanili, how can I pronounce it?
So, well, it's Janelli, but actually that's not my name. It's my sister's because I'm using her account. My name is Laura. Nice to meet
Laura.
you, teacher, and Ali.
Fantastic.
Nice to meet you too.
Likewise. Yeah, I got you. Actually, you wrote a kind of a comment saying that I filled out the form, but I haven't received the, right? Is that you? Was that you actually?
Yeah, it's me. Yeah,
okay.
that's me. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
okay.
I was checking my account and well, yeah, thank you.
That's amazing. Actually, I was expecting a huge participation tonight, but unfortunately, people are not joining. That's okay. So I think you read the prompt, the flyer, we call it, the prompt, I think. And we were talking about the health. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So it says that some people say that it is better to promote healthy lifestyles than spend so much money to treat obese people. To what extent do you agree or disagree, right? I think, of course, I found this prompt from a kind of IELTS writing task too.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's okay. We are not going to write any kind of how can I say, essay or something. We are going to use it. So I mean, first of all, I think we need to just dive into the question a little bit, because there are lots of key words in this question. Promoting healthy lifestyle. Okay, first of all, what is healthy lifestyle? And second of all, it says, so, I mean, is it okay to spend so much money to treat the obese? I mean, to getting into shape. I mean, based on the medical surgery or whatever. So first of all, we need to talk about the healthy lifestyle. What is healthy lifestyle? What do you think, guys? I think Mustafa is here. Hello, Mustafa. How are you? Good to see you again,
Hello,
man.
teacher.
Are you okay?
Yes, I am doing good. How about you?
That's amazing. So far, so good. I am still alive. Thank you. So, yeah, let's talk about the healthy lifestyle first. What is your opinions about it? What is healthy lifestyle, first of all?
Well, it's the best invention you can may do for your future, because you would probably be investing like money on healthy foods, but eventually it will be good for your health. What do you prefer, spending time on good food or on medicine a few years later? Obviously it's like the best thing you can do for yourself for now and for the future.
All right.
So I think it starts with your meal. It starts with your eating habits. Having a good life starts with that. Just as simple as that.
All right. Of course, we're going to just dive into this. But let's see what, for example, Mr. Ali has got to say about this. What does healthy lifestyle mean to you?
In my opinion, it is not only related to healthy foods, but also related to unstressful life.
I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good
If
point,
you-
actually.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
If you have a good, unstressful life with your family, with your parents, and if you live in a good environment, we can say for all of this is like a healthy lifestyle.
Mhm.
And
I like
also, foods are so important for our healthy life. But on the other hand, unstressful life and good workplace, good environment, they can be mm, a good lifestyle for people.
I understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point, actually. Fantastic. Let's say hello to Mr. Ken. How are you, man? Good to see you again.
Just unmuting myself. How is everybody?
So far, so good.
We are
Thanks for
good.
asking.
Thanks.
Sorry, I didn't catch what I caught a little bit of Ali in terms of what he was talking about. What's the discussion about this evening? Stress, lifestyle?
Healthy lifestyle.
Healthy lifestyle, yes.
Exactly.
Healthy
We
Healthy
were, we were
lifestyle.
describing healthy lifestyle.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've missed some of the opinions. So I might just sit back and just listen to what people are saying about healthy lifestyles.
Can you see the prompt right now?
Yes.
Some people say that it's
Yes,
better to promote
we-
healthy lifestyle than spend too much money to treat obese people. To what extent do you agree or disagree? Oh, okay. Yeah, interesting topic. I might steal it for my Sunday chat with my ladies in the Far East. Yeah, I think a lot of governments are desperately trying to promote a healthy lifestyle because of the savings it makes in the UK, certainly within a national health service, a public health service, which is available to everybody. So the costs of treating obese people who have health issues as a result of eating habits, as a result of a sedentary lifestyle. If you can treat that, you save money in the long run by not hopefully having a larger expenditure within the health service, within the British health service, or whichever health service, in relation to treating the consequences of an unhealthy lifestyle. As natives, I would have said that as is, but not being natives, I'm going to break that one down. So yes, the consequences of not having a healthy lifestyle. So I'm of the opinion that promoting a healthy lifestyle, promoting good healthy eating, making it difficult to purchase or making it more expensive to purchase sugary foods, high fat foods, etc. in the long run will benefit people, will benefit a greater number of the population, and will benefit the health service of the particular country, be it public or private.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Of course, I think Mustafa has got something to say about it. I mean, first, as you may remember, I said that first, let's just talk about the healthy lifestyle. I mean, let's first define it first, and then we can talk about the whole prompt. So what does a healthy lifestyle mean to you? What is healthy
First of all,
lifestyle?
teacher, healthy eating and drink water, this kind of stuff. The second one is, I think, your job, it is affecting your healthy lifestyle.
You mean psyche, like psychology is very important?
Yes, while you are working, while you are working, if you are happy, or your job is what you want to
satisfying
do,
or not.
satisfying, yeah.
I understand.
That's also effective.
Nice.
I think.
Good point, actually. Fantastic. And also, let's say hello to Mr. I cannot read your name. Arnab. Yeah.
Arnab.
Welcome
Hi, I'm
aboard,
from
man.
India. So
That's
yeah, this is my first time joining, so I really don't know like what happens in.
What happens here?
It's great to join here.
Yeah, that's
And
true. Good to see you here. Actually, we are talking about the prompt that I shared this afternoon. Remember, we talked about
okay,
the
I
healthy
haven't
life.
seen it, but yeah, as like as long as I know, for me, healthy lifestyle is not just about physical, but it's also mental fitness.
Mental.
Like, for me, so like
Mhm,
I do like go to run, and also I do meditate for a bit every day. So that's a healthy lifestyle for me.
mhm, mhm.
And
Fantastic.
I'm sorry I haven't prepared for anything for today, but probably I'll prepare myself from the next meeting.
You don't need to prepare anything. We are just talking
Okay, okay.
about
I really
the
don't
kind
know
of
what happens in
no,
my past. Yeah.
this is not a classroom. This is not a kind of
Okay, okay.
examination. Just a simple
Yeah.
conversation, man. Take it easy.
Yeah.
Take it easy. Very good. So
Thank you
before,
very much.
my
Yeah.
pleasure. Before going further, do you want to add something about this? I mean, lifestyle, or let's just go to next one. I think Mr. Ken raised his hand. He wanted to add something, I think. I don't know.
Sorry,
I saw it.
I was more of a thumbs up. I may have hit the wrong button.
Thumbs up. I see. Okay. I couldn't catch it.
I think there's a couple of good points I think have been made. We can talk. This is the bad one. Ice cream.
Oh.
Yeah. So not a healthy lifestyle. I've just had a whole pile of vegetables. And what have you. So I'm allowed to treat. I think I talked initially when I came in, because I'd just come into the chat about eating healthily, etc. But a couple of great points, as in that your mental attitude is also that the mental side of thing is very much part of a healthy lifestyle. Those people who are stressed may eat the best food, may go to the gym, but do they have a healthy lifestyle? Do they have a good work-life balance where this combination of working and the life outside of work actually make them feel good about themselves and make them feel good generally, physically, mentally? So I think there's a good point made by a couple of the people here about the mental side of health.
Yeah.
Health,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, and if we come back to COVID, the issues that COVID has had upon people's mental health,
Yes.
being confined, being this inability just to go out and just socialize, and what happens when you socialize with your friends, it just gives you a whole sense of well-being, because you've met your friends, you've had a chat, you've had a coffee or a beer or whatever it might be, and you return home and you just think, I've had a fantastic day. And you feel good as a result of having a great day. So yes, I agree with a couple of others. It's not just the food, it's not just healthy eating, it's not just exercise, it's also the mental side. It's multifaceted in terms of a healthy lifestyle.
That's true.
I think it's evolving, right? Most people right now are focusing on the mental part as well as the physical part. So I think it's evolving throughout the world.
That's true. Ms. Laura, you're very silent. Do you want to add something about this? Or
Well, I would just summarize everything that we're talking about. And having a good lifestyle is treating your mind, body, and spirit with love.
wonderful. Nice. Do you want to just talk about it? What do you mean by, by love? What do you mean? You mean we have to love ourselves? I mean, like taking care of ourselves, or what? What do you mean by that?
I mean, treating it not only with respect, with love, loving your body. If you love your body, then you know what you have to do to keep it well and healthy. You know that you have to do exercise. Love yourself, love your spirit. You know, as Mr. Ken was saying, like having good relationships with the ones around you, that will keep you safe. That safe health. I mean, that will keep you healthy. And your mind will feel good. Your spirit will feel good. Everything. So that with that I mean love. Loving who you are.
Brilliant. Interesting. Very good. I think it is time to go to the next, the second part of the prompt. It says that some people believe we need to spend so much money to treat obese people. I mean, what do you think about it? Is it really necessary to just put ourselves into the, surgery or what? For what cost? What do you think about it?
Okay, so I hadn't thought of that. I mean, when I think of using financing, financing the help for obese people, I didn't think of surgery. I thought more of education, assistance in terms of getting people onto a better diet, helping people to change their diet, and or as some governments have been doing certainly in Western countries, in Europe and the States, have been channeling or have been penalizing the producers of unhealthy foods.
All right.
So here in the UK, obviously I'll be very specific about the UK. So they've actually stopped the advertising of unhealthy snacks, unhealthy foods before 9 p.m. in the evening. So outside of the period of time when children will be watching. And a couple of years back, our government placed a sugar tax on things like Coca-Cola, Fanta, sugary drinks, as a way of helping to
decrease the amount of obesity, let's say.
Yes, I mean it's a very interesting one, because my wife keeps going, "You drink too much beer," and I go, the sugar content of that, the health contents of that, or the sugar contents are less than a Coca-Cola. A Coca-Cola has, I believe, 12 teaspoons of sugar.
That's true.
12 teaspoons of sugar.
Yeah, that's tremendous.
Which is horrendous.
Is horrendous, exactly.
Absolutely. And I know in countries which don't have an alcohol culture, it's been replaced, or it is replaced, with things like Coca-Cola, especially as a brand name. Now, you look at that as a drink and what that has in terms of the effects upon diabetes is immense. So the British government a few years ago has taxed sugary drinks, has taxed sugary and fatty foods, in a hope that it will reduce the consumption of these things. Now, it's gaining back money, but hopefully it's ploughing back that money into education, and the reduction in taxes on foods, on fresh foods. There is no, just a brief explanation. In the UK, if you buy fresh fruit and veg, it's not taxed. If you can, some pre-prepared foods, some snacks are taxed. These tend to be the less. I just used the word. I just thought the Spanish word there, and I can't work out what it is. The less healthy foods. So things like crisps, French fries. No, crisps are. Yeah, it's the difference between English and American. So crisps are a very thin fried potato. I can't remember what they call them in America, but those.
Both of them are cut from the same cloth. They are the same, actually.
But those unhealthy snacks which we tend to have. So our government has taken that form of action. But if we go to how do we help? How much do we spend on helping people? It's the gains and the losses. If we spend $100 million, pounds, euros, and we can save that on a healthcare bill, if we can save that in terms of people not dying young or not having health issues, not being incapacitated, being able to continue to work because they are no longer obese, or they haven't become obese, or they don't have issues because of obesity.
All right.
So that's just food for thought. Food for thought, I think, in terms of other speakers. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to have my ice cream.
Of course. I think Mr. Ken was trying to refer a little bit about prevention rather than just taking action after the damage has done. I mean, prevention is always the key factor, I would say. I mean, which is a good idea.
I think there's an expression in English: prevention is better than cure.
Yeah, exactly. It's better than cure. All right. What about the other countries? Of course, we talk. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. What about India?
My personal experience, like we do not have that. The surgery is a popular opinion. So like I have a friend who is obese, but because he's not, it's a clinical obesity. So it's not like he eat a lot and it's become obese. So it's a clinical obesity, and he has to go through a lot of like dietary construction and all of that. So I think, but the problem is it's not improving for him. So probably he will have to go through surgery, but yeah, like we don't know right now. So, and it's not a popular thing in India to have surgery for obesity.
I understand. All right. Of course, I live in Turkey, but Ali and Mustafa can, of course, know better. What about Turkish mentality or political thing? I mean, about obesity and trying to prevent it or stop it. Any ideas about it?
Teacher, some people can become obese because of their nutritional behavior.
Exactly.
But some people have some metabolism problems with their body, and also our people like eating outside and fast food like that. And also at the present time, almost all foods include GDO. I mean, genetically modified organisms, and they can cause big, serious problem. Maybe
exactly
it is it is not for now, but in the future we can encounter some health issues. And after a while, people can have some surgery, some stomach surgery, for example. Sometimes it can be so dangerous because we can hear a lot of news, a lot of things about that.
Tragic
people can
stories.
Die. Yes, people can die because of the surgery, and it can cause serious problems. But in our country, it is not easy to find organic foods. Almost all foods include GDO.
I understand.
And it is expensive to find organic foods around us. Yeah,
I see. All right. Yeah. Mr. Ken, very quickly, please go ahead. Microphone.
We cannot hear you.
We cannot hear you.
You're muted.
Interesting, because my concept of Turkish food when I've been to Turkey is actually, it seems to be very healthy. Lots of vegetables, lots of pulses, etc., which most dietitians would recommend. So I'm intrigued by the diet of, say, Turkey. And again, having been to India, which is pretty much a vegetarian type culture. Yeah. Obviously, as you go north into the Muslim area, you have meat. But as I understand, when I've been to India, it's predominantly vegetarian, which they say is a healthy diet. Now, I understand ghee is used in Indian cooking, so it's interesting.
It's a very healthy substance.
Yeah, it's interesting because you would say that kind of food culture, lots of vegetable, lots of pulses. In the case of India, pretty much vegetarian. In the case of Turkey, when I've been there, just lots of really what I consider to be healthy foods. You don't see as healthy for some odd reason. I would say.
No, to be honest, in here, like obesity is not that much of a problem as West. Like we have a lot of less obese people here. but like it's problem, but only because like right now the like fast food are growing really good. So like people are eating out and all, and so that's why the problem is happening. And also like young people like my brother also eat out, so that kind of thing happens. So that's the problem, I think,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
that's we need to address as well.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I see. Very good. And what about Ms. Laura? What about your country? I think you were from Ukraine?
No, I'm from Mexico.
Mexico. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. What about your country?
Yeah, I think it has the second place in obesity. It's like a great problem here. It's really, it's most of the people are obese here. It's
Really?
a great problem.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that people need to be educated more about this. Actually, what the government is doing is printing these labels on the fatty food or all those products that are packed, and it says that it doesn't exist in calories or carbohydrates and everything, but yet the consume of these products isn't lower. I mean, they still consume the same amount of this junk food, even if there's a big sign in there that says it's not healthy. People still consume it. So educating people should be the solution, right? But they seem not to care about this. I say they because I do care about my own health and try not to buy these products, not for me, not for my son. But yeah, it's sad that it's not that easy to break this type of habits people have towards food, towards what they consume. It's sad, and it's the main cause of death actually here in Mexico.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Very sad. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I speak Spanish, I watch quite a lot of stuff on Spanish on YouTube, and obviously one of the things that I've seen about Mexico is it has an issue. My question would be, one, how much has that to do with the American influence, anything or nothing, and how much does it have to do with portions? Having been to the States, when you sit down and have a meal, the portions are absolutely immense. And you just go,
really?
This is the starter. I have a main and potentially a dessert. So I think to some extent, potentially, certainly in terms of going out to restaurants, eating out, it could very well be a quantity of food which is put on the plate, and the inability of some just to go, absolutely, I can't eat that. I'm not even going to attempt to eat that. But I know Mexico has an issue in terms of the quality of street food, not being quite a low quality, high in fat, high in. There is a particular fat which I can't remember its name, which is quite prevalent in American foods, which is added, which is cheap, which bulks the food out, but which makes the fat polyunsaturates. Some kind of fat, anyway, which they add to food to bulk it out, and it's cheap. A bit like sugar. This idea of adding sugar, adding salt, adding fat, it makes the food plentiful but very unhealthy and cheapens it in terms of they are cheap products added to food to bulk out. But yeah, is it about portion control?
Possible. Let's see what Mustafa wants to talk about it. What do you think, Mustafa, about this, the whole issue? You can talk about your own, personal.
In Turkey,
yeah.
I don't have with obese people. I don't have any friends with obese people. I think it is not common in Turkey, but we can establish a setup for charity for obese people, and we can educate and we can encourage for losing their
weight.
So wealthy weight. I'm thinking about this. How to prevent obese.
All right. Okay. What have you done for yourself? Let's say, Mustafa. Personally speaking, what is your lifestyle? Eating style. Eating style. Yeah. What,
Uh,
which one do you
healthy, I think.
prefer? Healthy?
Healthy thing you said.
But as Mr. Ali said, you know, we don't have much organic food, even if you are looking
Yes.
for. So what is the solution for that?
Another
How can
thing,
you find it?
drink water at least 3 liters teacher. It is also healthy, I think. For
Okay, water is different. I'm talking
water,
about eating.
eating
Yeah, like vegetables,
vegetables.
like fruits. Are you a big
Teacher,
vegetable eater or what?
Teacher, even if we have immense fields for vegetables, and even if we cultivate many vegetables in Turkey, they are not organic. A lot of farmers have to use chemicals for feeds, vegetables,
Rapid growth.
and rapid growth. Yes, rapidly growth. That's why they are not organic, even if we consume vegetables a lot.
So what should we do
cannot,
then? What is the solution? What should we do?
We need to cultivate our
Come on.
vegetables.
In Istanbul? In Istanbul, do you think that is doable?
Yes, no,
There is no you know, space. There's no space to do that.
Right. Yeah.
How? Where? When?
Yeah.
There are natural fertilizer we use. I think like we have used cow dung and all, potassium and like all the natural what is called fertilizers. So we use that in the fields. So probably that can be done without using chemical fertilizers.
All right.
It's the expense, but I think there's a confusion here between organic and healthy. If we are to feed the world, which is a growing population, we cannot do it organically. We would just the rainforest would disappear, the forest would disappear. There is no way we can do that. We're using hydroponics, which is growing things like tomatoes and cucumbers in water, and fast growing them in countries which are sunny, so places like Turkey, Spain, Northern Africa, certainly for the European market, where they can all year round grow food, and it is an all year round industry. Trying to grow things organically will put a bigger strain on the environment generally, and I think it's something which is not really seen, because the amount of food products you can get out of a field organically is a lot less than inorganically. But chemicals have a side effect. They have a side effect on wildlife. So it's weighing up that balance of growing enough food to sustain the population of the world, using things like cow dung, using excrement from animals which is safe and has possibly been treated to help enrich fields so that plants can grow to their best. That's certainly something which is important, but that doesn't actually deal with obesity and doesn't deal with well-being. It just deals with feeding us as a species and maintaining our life, maintaining life for us, because we're eating food. So I think we've kind of diverged slightly. I see the organic, inorganic provision of food as one argument, but healthy eating doesn't necessarily have to be organic. It would have to be lots of fruit, lots of vegetables, cereals, pulses, reducing the intake of fatty meats, fatty products, overly processed foods. So every now and again, an ice cream's fine. Do you know what? I weigh 67 kilos. I'm 180, and I am one of the fortunate people. I can eat what I want, I can drink what I want, and guess what?
Knock on wood. Fantastic. Yeah, we only live once, right?
YOLO, yeah.
That's correct. Guys, we have almost 40 minutes. Let's just wrap it up and summarize it. And step by step, we are going to finish today's conversation. If you want, you can summarize it, give some extra explanations or opinions, and step by step, we're going to finish it up. As I mentioned before, recently I have some very complicated, timetable schedule. On Saturdays, hopefully I hope, I will continue conducting meetings for advanced level as today. On Sundays for all levels. Again, everybody can join. You can also join, but just forget about the different levels. It can be elementary, intermediate, anyone. Okay, just go ahead. Yeah, Mr. Ken, again, you want to access?
We have to start healthy eating with children, because if you start healthy eating and a healthy lifestyle, exercise with children and healthy eating, hopefully for the vast majority, it will continue through life. So I think whatever we do, however we do it, it has to start with children.
That's true.
At school, and developing that part of their education, not just mathematics, not just the language, not just geography, but healthy eating and a healthy lifestyle.
All right, amazing. What else, guys?
Teacher, and also it is so difficult for people who are working to find and eat healthy foods in their workplace and around workplace. For example, because of my job, I have to eat outside and with our customers, and generally we eat meat much.
Meat, okay.
Fast
Kebab.
food, meat, yes, kebab, like that.
Adana kebab.
Yes,
Adana kebab. You're from
I live in
Adana. Yeah, the center of Adana kebab.
Adana kebab, yeah. And also after the meal, generally we have to eat some dessert,
It's traditional.
Traditional,
cultural,
and we cannot pay attention so much our lifestyle. That's why we have to be careful.
That's true. All right, come on, guys. We have only 1 minute. Very quickly, yes.
It's all about how you choose your food. Like if you want to go out and eat outside, but there is also choice that if we want to have the healthier, like a bit of healthy food, or you want to have the fatty food. So it's up to you what you choose and what you eat.
All right, fantastic. Okay, Ms. Laura, do you want to say something very quickly, super fast?
Is the keyword prevention, and educating kids since they are at a young age. It's the keyword.
Fantastic. Yeah. Prevention and educating. All right, Mustafa, anything? No, nothing.
Yes.
All right.
I agree with my friend.
So
see you next time.
See you next time, guys. Thank you very much for coming and joining. Teacher. Have a good time, guys.
Bye-bye. Have a nice time. Thank you. Bye.
Have a nice time. Bye-bye. See you.